Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your August 15th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. Now, before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body, like storm clouds, feeling yourself becoming relaxed, calm, and centered as you enter into a safe, quiet space. All right, now let's see what the tarot has to say. And I hope you guys enjoy these cards. Through your generosity, I was able to get a Baba Studio deck, which is something I never ever thought would even be possible. So thank you all so very much. Taurus, August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. All right. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. And one bonus card. And now let's see what your chakras have to say. Taurus, August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. These three. I like that. A sacred number. It feels like a sacred balance is coming forward, which is really quite beautiful. So let's see what your chakras have to say. So we have flexibility. This is the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is where we hold a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives. So when flexibility comes up, and also the stance of wisdom comes forward, there is wisdom that leads us to a state of flexibility out of the negativity that we have inherited through our past lives, through our DNA line, and into a passionate power of self and understanding. So you're kind of like breaking out of your shell here, Taurus, which is really quite beautiful. And then we have self-mastery. Now this is the solar plexus chakra, and you're going to see that your gut is really quite on point with things during this time. Listen to your gut. Also be very mindful of the food that you put in, the drinks that you put in, okay? Because you're going to find that you are really moving towards a point where you feel imbalanced, where you feel in balance with yourself. And when you feel like there's more, it's kind of like a door has opened. There's a way that you feel about your body and yourself that really starts to like open up enlightenment. I love because Spirit is just showing me like a door opening and light coming out. So that is really quite beautiful. It's like there's a sense of greater power moving you forward. And then we have Mother Earth. Now this is the Earth Star Chakra, located 6 inches below your feet. This is your passionate power. This is being rooted to the earth. This is knowing what you desire. This is moving forward towards something greater, something more for you, and feeling very connected as you do so. If you sit a bit outside, that would be absolutely beneficial for you during this time. Yeah. Connecting with the earth, swaying in a hammock, just relaxing, letting the sun kind of soak in on you. That would be something that you really, really, really enjoy. All right, now let's see here. The left-hand side, this is your personal self. The middle, this is your emotional self. And the right-hand side, this is your public self. And then, of course, one bonus card right here. So we have the 6 of coins. The Magician, which I adore. The Sun. And the 6 of Swords. So you're going to be very in tuned emotionally. You usually are already, Taurus. So the repeat of the number 6 is the most caring, the most nurturing number. And that really is pulling me towards the Earth Mother. And Spirit is saying here, the repeat of the number 6 shows that the Earth Mother, this kind of like earthly sensuality, is just going to be a part of you during this time. And to really embrace it and utilize it. Okay, your emotional self. We have the Star, which is an Aquarius energy, a time frame of January 20th to February 18th. The Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Page of Coins. This is an earth sign energy. Of course, you, Taurus, also Virgo and Capricorn. But I really see here you as a student, as somebody who is looking and crafting and seeing the prosperity that you are building and the way that you want to move forward. And this is a fantastic time to learn. This is a fantastic time to be adding, more knowledge into your life and into yourself. And then you have the High Priestess. So you have a line right here, and it's your heart line, which is just lovely, of all major arcana cards with one court card. So this is your heart, your emotional self. This is going to be intense. Don't even doubt it, because this is going to be a time where, and this is where the self-mastery comes forward, where it says, where Spirit was saying, listen to your gut. This is also going to be listen to your heart, because your heart and your gut are kind of going to work in tandem with each other. Then we have the Hanged Man. So you see things differently than everybody else. Then we have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, October 23rd to November 21st. The Devil, Capricorn energy. This is a time frame of December 22nd to January 19th. So strong Capricorn presence here. And then we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups here is a gift being handed to you by the divinity that you aren't really going to see all at once, but you know it's coming. So like you feel something bigger, something more coming your way. And then we have the Six of Wands. So now you have the repeat of the number 6 3 times. And this is the embracing of you, your eternal self, you as a human being. This is also, that caring, nurturing number coming forward, blessings, divine gifts that help you nurture yourself, that help you move forward, and remind you to celebrate yourself. And let's see what people are going to aid you during this time. Who are the people who are going to aid Taurus? August 15th to the 31st, 2020, Taurus. Who are the people who are going to aid Taurus? August 15th to the 31st, 2020, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. These 3, okay? Now, the thing with the aids here. Also the people who we have to be mindful of. You might not ever know their sign. This can be a person who you really value their input, you really value their ideas, but you don't know their sign. You might not even know when they were born. You might read a quote by them. You might see something on television. The inspiration can come anywhere. This is keeping your mind open and also giving us a bit of guidance. All right. On one moment. Okay. So here we have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a sense of somebody who is very into the planning of things like you are. This is a person who sees, who understands, who looks at the big picture, who sees how things can correlate, that will line things up. It's kind of like dominoes in a way that you might have overlooked. They'll say to you, oh, Taurus, why don't you look at this? And why don't you look at that? And this is going to be somebody who is a little bit set in their ways, all right? And has this idea of things. And you're going to find inspiration in their ideas. You're just not going to do things exactly the way that they do things. So be mindful of that. And then we have, of course, Taurus energy right here with the Hierophant. Of course, this is a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. This is another Taurus. This could be somebody who is very determined, very sensual, very, goal-oriented, who is looking at things and really doesn't get deterred easily at all. And even if they do get deterred, it's like, I'm not going to stop. Right? I might question, I might doubt, I might look at things and be like, oh my gosh, this is so much harder than I thought it was, but I'm still going forward and nothing is going to stop me. And this is the energy that you're going to be inspired by, because it really does speak to you. It has that Taurus energy. And of course, it speaks to you, Taurus. This is a person that you get. These two people, you get them. You get them. They come from the same place that you come from. They have this kind of like same outlook. It's not exactly the same. It's not saying that your, histories will be mirror images of each other. But there is this sense of the same work ethic. There is this sense of the same moral values. There's a lot that you both have going for you that you're going to connect on. And this could be a person where you sit there and you're like, yes, I completely agree with not everything that you're saying, but with a very large majority of it, which makes me feel more inspired, which makes me feel more confident, which makes me move forward in more determination or in greater determination. And then you have the King of Swords. This is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. This is somebody here who is kind of very blunt and to the point. They know a lot. Then they like to share their information. They might not have the tact that you would want them to have, but they cut straight to the point and they really embrace wisdom. And that's something you're going to value about them. It's like, okay, your delivery might not be the best thing that I've ever seen, but you are straight to the point and you have this warrior mentality. And that's going to be something that you really admire in them. This kind of, I will keep on fighting forward. I will keep on looking for the truth. I will keep on going after, this bigger picture. And it becomes a very passionate inspiration for you. Yeah. But just know that this person can kind of just be too blunt or, and talk about things with an authority because they've researched it. So instead of living it, so that might also kind of annoy you a little bit, but they come from a really, really good place and they do have a lot of really valuable information. So we start off here with the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Coins. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance because there's a sense of, yes, people have their hands out and yes, there is prosperity coming forward, but that needs to be a balanced prosperity and it needs to be balanced with people. So there's something karmic that comes forward. It's kind of like with money, with the financial way that you desire moving forward, there needs to be a harmony reached. There needs to be an understanding gained. And as there is this harmony reached, or as you start to look at things and be a little bit more kind of, it's not stingy, and you're going to think it's stingy. Okay, so that's going to be something you need to watch out for, Taurus, is you're going to think, oh, I'm being cheap, or oh my gosh, I'm not being as loving or as caring as I should be. That's not it at all. It's like, be really wise when it comes to money, when it comes to the way you give your time, your energy, everything like this, it has to be balanced. If you're getting nothing back in return and you feel like a depleted battery afterwards, you just feel like all your energy was gone, then you need to step back. You need to step back and you need to reevaluate things. If you say, let's say you give a gift and the person makes you feel really bad after you give it, you didn't need to give them that gift, you know? So making things much more fair, much more balanced, and much more reasonable is going to be better for you because it's going to enhance your personal energy, and it's going to be better for everybody else because they're going to see, oh wow, I really did value you. I really did value you, or they're just not going to notice, but you're going to notice, and that's going to be the bigger thing. Then we have here the Magician, and I love the Magician for you guys right after the balance comes in, because this is then using all your passion, all your power, all your creativity. This is really becoming one with the God's head within you, because remember, Brahma said in Hinduism that he hid the God's head within man because that is the one place we'd never look for it. It's kind of like you look within. You look within and you see. Just like in Christianity, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, the kingdom of heaven is yours. So it's kind of like, yes, you look inside, you see. It does not have to be big. And we always think that blessings and prosperity and the God's head, right, has to be this big, powerful thing. It could be as small as a mustard seed. But as you take it in, as you connect with it, as you let this power grow within you, you see that it becomes so much larger than you ever expected. It becomes this pulsing path of assuredness that lives within you. And it becomes a very powerful, very beautiful part of you. And the Magician is you embracing your passion, embracing your power, embracing your understanding, taking all the gifts from divinity, all the elemental gifts, and saying, I know where I stand within myself. I know what I stand for. And I am embracing the passionate power, the beautiful truth of me. And as you do so, you see that as above, so below. As I think it, so it becomes. As I focus on, so I manifest. And you start focusing on what you truly want. You start focusing on where you truly want to be in your life, how you truly want to move forward. And instead of seeing all the negatives, all the things that are working against you, you start to see the positives. You start to see the passions and the power. And I have to say, you have a lot of major arcana cards in this reading, okay? And yes, that is wonderful, but it also means that it is a highly intense time. So just be prepared for that. It's not that it's going to be bad. It's going to be that it is a very intense, very personal, very passionate time for you. And it's about the internal instead of the external. You know, you're worried. You're not worried. You're focusing on the internal, yourself, your power, your understanding. And it raises you to heights like the sun. Okay? It raises you to the sense of beauty, the sense of understanding, the sense of brilliance. And it really does illuminate your path. It guides you forward. It gives you warmth. It gives you security. It's the happiest card in the whole entire deck. And so there is this level of joy, this level of laughter, this level of brilliance to you that you're really, really flourishing under. And here, just know that with the sun, when you enter into any time of blessing, okay? People get jealous. People want to take you by eyes. And it's like, no. Do not fall prey to their jealousy, because they're going to sit there and think, wow, it happened so easily for you, Taurus. You always had everything going for you. It's just one lucky star after another, especially when it comes to your heart, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to the emotional connections that you have. Be prepared that people will sit there and be like, wow, Taurus, you know, you're always so lucky and I'm not. And they want some of your luck. So here, it's kind of like embrace the sun, hold your face up high to it, take in its warmth, take in its beauty, right? And move forward in its truth, because it's going to ignite you. It's going to move you to new heights. It's going to radiate off of you like the sun. It's going to be engulfing. But do not let people rob this from you, or lessen it, or mock you, or doubt you. Because what you're doing here with the Six of Swords is that you're taking all your knowledge and all your understanding and you're moving forward. You're moving forward to a new chapter. You're moving forward to a new place of being. You're moving forward in a greater comprehension of self. And it's been a long time coming. It's been hard. It's been in depth. It's been a lot of learning, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of dedication, but it's gotten you. It's gotten you to the place that you really want to be. And you're going to be a bit scared as you're moving forward, but there's no need to be scared. It's like, feel the fear and do it anyway. Do not let it stop you. Do not let it pull you back or keep you from the path that you want to be on. Because what you're going to see here is that as you move forward in your truth, in your power, you're going to see that the masks of people start to fall away. You see its inner wisdom. You see its inner strength. And with the Star card, you have this sense of moving towards the highest form of your perfection, of moving towards a beauty that is so perfect, so humbling, so overwhelming, that not only does it take your breath away, but it has you looking at things differently. And as you look at things differently, you start to see how the world can be formed through different lenses, how you can see things, how you can see the same thing, but with new eyes. And that's really what you're embracing here. You're embracing this kind of new-eyed brilliance. It's the beginner's mind, okay? And it's in Buddhism, they say, come to things with a beginner's mind. And it's coming to it as if you don't already know everything, or you haven't already been doing this for so long. So it's coming to things with kind of like this blank slate. And as you come to things with this kind of a clear slate, you see that, you see the beauty, you see the understanding, you see so much more deeply, so much more passionately, so much more powerfully. And it ignites you, it moves you forward, it embraces you, it emboldens you. And the star shines brightly for you. And you're going to find yourself really looking at what makes you happy, what you want to strive for, what it is that you truly desire, not what everybody else desires, but what it is that you truly want. And you hold that up as the sign of your perfection. And it doesn't have to be big. We always think that this has to be like fireworks, but it can be very gentle, very quiet, very compassionate, very, very kind. And that's going to be something that you're moving towards. It doesn't mean that everybody else has to understand. You understand. This is also, of course, Aquarius energy, time frame of January 20th to February 18th. But there is so much here that is empowering you, that is emboldening you, that is igniting your heart. And what I love is that Spirit is saying, just remember, the sun is our closest star. So it has all that energy, all that brilliance of the star, but magnified so much more. So it can be astoundingly intense for you during this time. It moves you to the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is your passion. This is your creation. This is why you get out of bed in the morning. This is what rocks your socks. This is what truly makes you happy. And the Queen of Wands is not the type of queen to sit back and to just kind of let things happen. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, she's the only queen with her legs not, held together, kind of spread open, meaning to me, it looks like she's about to jump forward. She's about to go after what she wants, where she wants to be, how she wants things to move forward. She's not that demure little, I'll just sit there quietly type of person. And this is the energy that you're embracing when it comes to your heart's passion, when it comes to what you desire, when it comes to where you want to be and how you want to move forward. It's like you're not going to demurely sit back and let things kind of develop around you. You're going to be right in the thick of things. This is the action queen. This is the queen who likes to get her hands dirty, who is in the middle of everything. And your heart, at times, Taurus, is going to feel in the middle of everything. And it's not going to be a bad thing, but it can be a bit of an overwhelming thing. It can be a thing where you sit there and you think, oh, goodness, if I wasn't so emotionally invested, if I didn't take this to heart so much, and you'll find yourself saying that, if I didn't take it to heart, this would be so much easier. If you didn't take it to heart, you wouldn't be you. And that is one of the most brilliant, beautiful things about you, Taurus, is the way that you internalize, in the way that you look at things, yes, rationally and logically and everything like that, but also beautifully and compassionately and honestly and openly. And with the Queen of Wands here, you find your fire ignited, right? And it's with your heart's fire. It's your heart's fire, right? You're very connected to the earthly realm. You're looking at things with the Queen of Wands. This is your passion, your creativity, your inspiration. It's igniting. It's, kind of flaming around you. And then we have your prosperous side, but this is also you in the minor arcana. You are represented by the coins in the minor arcana. You are represented, of course, by the Hierophant in the major arcana. And here with the Page of Pentacles, you find prosperity, you find success, you find this new way of looking at things, and you find that you are a student, that you are constantly learning it, you are constantly looking at new things, you are constantly embracing different inspirations, different desires, different ways of moving forward. And as you do so, you're going to see that the money that is created, or wealth, or what you value as much as money, this is things that are very important, because Taurus, I just keep on seeing a treasure chest person. You're filled with treasures yourself. You are filled with treasures. But also you like to fill your space with treasures. And so here, it's like you're learning a new depth of the treasures, or you're redefining what treasure is to you. And as you do so, you are embracing passion, power, prosperity, bounty, beauty, and you are seeing yourself move forward in this truth, in this understanding. And as you do this, you have the High Priestess come in. And the High Priestess is a person who knows. She has the veil lifted from her eyes. So the veil is being lifted from your eyes. You see things so much more clearly, so much more openly, so much more honestly. You know more than you give yourself credit for. And as you know more, you are inspired. And you are also an inspiration to others. As the veil is lifted from your eyes, you see, and it's shown here with the Six of Swords, you see that you're not fooled by the mess that other people wear. For a lot of people, this is something that's very disconcerting, okay? Now, it can be disconcerting for you if you're not ready to have the veil fully lifted, if you're not ready to see people for who they truly are. Be mindful. Just be mindful of this. But for a lot of you Taurians, what I'm seeing is like, you're actually happy. You're happy that the facade is done, that you don't have to pretend to be like everybody else, because there's an awakening around you, there's a power around you, there's a beauty around you, and you're embracing it, you're moving forward in it, and you're being inspired by it. The High Priestess here is wisdom guiding you forward, right? Is a deeper truth. Spirit talks to you in a way that is absolutely beautiful, but also in a way that kind of is a bit obscure. It's not going to be as easy as you would like it to be. It's not going to be as clear as like a text message or, a message on your phone. It's going to be a little bit more cryptic, but it's going to be deeply meaningful to you, deeply passionate, deeply powerful. And I like how you have the 1 and then the 2, the Magician and then the High Priestess. There's the sense of really stepping into your magical understanding, stepping into this power of a new beginning, a new journey forward, of what you truly want and where you want to be, also the lies of others and the truths of yourself. You've been selling yourself short, and you've been doing so. It's not on purpose, but it's almost like you were playing it safe. And this isn't saying go out and do something absolutely, outlandish. But this is saying start to, take a little bit more of a risk on you. Start to, invest more time, more effort. Not effort, but yeah, more energy into what it is that you desire, the way that you want to move forward, what's truly important to you, instead of putting yourself on the back burner or feeling like there's never any time. Everything just gets eaten up, because there's a beauty, there's a brilliance to you. And with the Magician, this is seen, okay? This is your personal self, yes, in the line of the personal self, but this is also a part that is seen, the passion, the power, the beauty, the understanding. Here within the heart, all right, but also with the High Priestess, this is something that isn't seen so readily. And this is something that's going to be very personal and very sacred to you. It moves you to the Hanged Man when it comes to the outside world, okay? When it comes to the public arena, you are not like everybody else, nor do you really have this desire to be like everybody else. You might try to be, actually. For some of you Taurians, you're going to sit there and be like, why can't I just be like everybody else? Why can't I just fall into the pattern, into the routines that other people can, or into the lives that other people are happy with? It's kind of like, because you're made for so much more. You are made for so much more. Don't start underselling yourself. because you're embracing this powerful understanding. You're embracing this new way of looking at things. You are embracing also this wisdom that leads you forward. And you're having the energy move through you in a way that inspires, in a way that creative energy becomes part of your soul, your body, yourself, your mind. And you're not held back the same way that other people are. So really embrace this hangman when it comes to the outside world. And don't sit there and regret it or think, wow, I should have been more, I should have been different. It's like, no, you're perfect. You're perfect right now. This exact moment, this exact place, this exact time, you're exactly who you are supposed to be. Are you always improving? Are you always pushing to be better? 1% better every single day. That's amazing. That's 365% better in a year. And if you did that for the rest of your life, that would be astounding. And it's only 1%. Here, see things differently. And don't berate yourself for doing so. Excuse me. But also, oh, Spirit just said, also, do not sit there and kind of get caught up in the way that you see things differently. Because yes, you are going to be seeing things, meaning you are going to have this greater understanding. You are going to see that, maybe everything won't work out hunky-dory, if somebody does this project or if somebody goes this way or if they make this decision. But it is their decision to make. And it's kind of like sit back, watch things develop, watch things move forward. But yeah, don't sit there and get caught up in other people's dramas, because it's going to be very easy, because you're going to want to keep them from that pain, from that disappointment. And then we have the Death card, the dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. Is it painful? Yes. At times it is. Is it powerful? Absolutely. This is a Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. There we go. This is you transforming. This is you seeing the darkness of the world. This is also seeing the darkness of the self. And when Jung talked about the shadow self, he talked about seeing our darkness, seeing what we are capable of, that we might not think that we were capable of, adding a depth to our soul. It's kind of like, if you cannot see the darkness of yourself, then you cannot truly know the light. Because it's by not being so passive that you could never think of doing anything awful. But it's knowing that, yes, I am human and I can be absolutely horrendous, but I am not walking down that path. And that's what makes me different. That's what makes me powerful. That's what makes me a force to be reckoned with. Because I have this force. I have this understanding. I have this greatness beside me. And it leads you to the devil. Now, what I love about this devil is that I believe he is a vampire, right? But he's awfully human looking. And so here with the devil card, yes, it's a Capricorn energy, December 22nd, there we go, to January 19th. This is a person, okay, all right. So what Spirit is saying is that sometimes we can get snared by the most normal looking things, normal looking people, most innocent, gateways. Okay, most innocent gateways can become intoxicating to us. The devil warns against addiction. The devil warns against, trying to be what the world wants us to be and not being who we truly are. When I say addiction, and when Spirit says addiction, actually when Spirit says addiction through me, what Spirit means is that, yes, it's drugs and alcohol and sex and food and shopping and, gambling and those type of addictions, yes. But it's also the addictions that we go back to. It's the behaviors that we go to time and time again when we say, oh, I'm going to change this, and we never do. It can be building walls around us. We can hold on to things because we're afraid subconsciously of when the next shoe will drop. It can be, people pleasing, wanting to say the right things, wanting to move forward in just the right way and not wanting to upset anybody. It can be a myriad of things that we are addicted to. Anxiety, doubts and fears and worry. Oh my gosh, I am the queen of worry, and I try so hard to not let that rule me. Here, it is looking at those things like, what are you the queen or the king or the ruler of? How does it affect you? And what are you trying to walk away from to embrace a better, more powerful you? Now, just as you don't see things the same way as everybody else, the devil shows us, yes, what society wants us to be. But then it also shows us who we need to become. Who are we? Where do we want to be? And you might find, just like me, that you are a non-fitter inner. You just don't walk the same path as everybody else. Is it bad? You might think it is. Is it really going to be bad? No, it's not. There's a power, there's a beauty, there's a brilliance to you. Embrace it. You may not fit in. That's okay. Find your path and your truth. Understand what makes you miserable. I really think, and I love that Abraham Hicks says the same thing, but I believe that it's so much easier, and we find out who we're not so much easier than we find out who we are. And you might be one of those lucky ones who knew who they were before they knew who they weren't. But we tend to lose that along the way. Maybe we know ourselves the best by 3 to 5, and we lose ourselves the best from 5 to 7, and then teenage years comes, and it's just all a mess. We become what other people want us to be, what we're praised for being, what we internalize. And here, it's shattering that mold. It's being yourself. And it's knowing that sometimes the most alluring things, the most tempting things, can be the most detrimental for us. It leads you then to the Four of Cups. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, hands you this gift right here. Is it going to be the same as all the other gifts that you have? No, it's not. It's going to be awfully similar, though, because, a cup is a cup. But it's emotional. It's compassionate. It's beautiful. And as you embrace it, you embrace you. You embrace your understanding. You embrace what you desire. You embrace how you want to move forward. And you start to see that, you might have been turned away from this gift before. But this gift is now a part of you. This gift is now becoming you, empowering you. And you find yourself awakening to it. But you need to awaken to it in quiet, gentle moments. A quiet, a peace, a connection with self. And then we have the Six of Wands. Passion, creation, understanding. Moving forward in this bounty of celebration. It's kind of like being a boss. That's how I like to look at the Six of Wands. You either have that boss that you will work above and beyond for because you love them, and they compliment you, and they tell you you did a job well done, and they make you feel really good stepping into that workspace. Or it's that boss that belittles you, that's angry, that is overpowering, overbearing, that is just too much. And you're not going to work as well. You're not going to work well for that boss, but you will work well for the other one. What type of boss are you within your life? Would you, if you were the employee of you, would you work well for you? Ask yourself that. This is celebrating you. So often, and especially, Taurus, when you expect so much from yourself, when you are so dedicated, when you are so determined, okay? The Six of Wands says that you can berate yourself so easily. And then it just doesn't hold the same beauty as if you sit there and say, wow, job well done. It might not be as much as I expected. It might not be what I expected. But look at what I did. And it is better than it was before. Or I've learned something very valuable, and I can move forward in that passionate understanding. Let's go deeper. Taurus. August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Show me more deeply. Show me more deeply. Show me more deeply. Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. We're going to do top, and we're going to do bottom. There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. And now let's see the people who you are to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people Taurus is to be mindful of? August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. August 15th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, these three. I like it when spirit has them balanced. I think that's very nice. So we have the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a person who you are going to think is astoundingly haughty. All right, they're going to come across as somebody who you don't like. You don't have anything in common with them. They are going to bring you this bit of insight or show you something. Okay, it could be in the way that you don't want it to be through their actions, but they are going to bring some bit of knowledge forward for you. But you need to be mindful of them because they're just going to rub you the wrong way. You're going to think they're arrogant, and that's just going to be it. The King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a person who's going to be rather argumentative. They have their way of seeing things, you have your way of seeing things, and they're not going to mesh. And this person isn't going to back down. This is somebody who also kind of likes to micromanage and has a bit of a bad temper. And then we have the Death card, the Scorpio energy. Time frame October 23rd to November 21st. This is somebody who's going to be very secretive. They're just not going to share everything with you. They don't want to share everything with you. You're going to want a bit more information from them. They don't really care, which is blunt and rude, but they don't. They're just going to kind of, like, this would actually be a person who just walks away, like, just is done, like, hangs up, ends the call, something to that effect, because they don't feel like they have anything left to share or they don't want to share anything more. So let's see your inner self. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, time frame August 23rd to September 22nd. The Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and the Six of Cups. Then we have the Four of Cups. Again, you're getting handed that gift. It was here at your root. Now it's crowning you at your heart. The Hanged Man, again, crowning you at your root. Now it's in the middle of your heart. You see things differently, and that's really going to be good for you. And then you have the Knight of Cups, water sign energy, again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and remember, knights defend queens, protect queens. Then we have the Ten of Coins, prosperity that lasts for generations, wealth that increases tenfold, and bounty that comes forward, and that's beautiful. The King of Clubs, the King of Wands. So you have a King of Wands that you are opposed to, and you have a King of Wands that you get along with really, really well. And then you have the Lovers card, which is a Gemini energy, May 21st to June 20th, and this is just being in love with your life. And this is having this duality, having this greater understanding. And it's just beautiful for you. The Hermit right here. You are going to be very private, very turned inward, very looking at things in a very personal, very private, very spiritual way for you. And you're going to be moving forward towards your light, towards your desire, and guided by your star, guided by your lucky star, your sense of self and passion, power, and commitment and connection. It then leads you to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is loving, harmonious energy coming forward. It's an honoring, it's an understanding, it's a beauty, it's a success, it's a depth of the heart and a beauty of the soul. And this is going to be a sense of coming to peace, right? Of really caring and nurturing and developing what you desire in life and what you want, and doing so from your heart. For this time, your heart is going to be so important to you. And for you, it's going to be your key to moving forward. You need to be emotionally connected with yourself, because if you are emotionally connected with yourself, doors start to open that really are astounding. And then it leads you to the Six of Cups. You are going to be rather reminiscent. You're going to be looking back at things and thinking, oh my gosh, it was better when. And it's going to be a bit of rose-colored glasses, most definitely. Also, there's going to be a sense of looking back and trying to kind of redo the past. Take away the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the upsets. And as you turn inward, okay, and as you embrace this healing love, it's the scars that will snag you, okay, that will make you think, am I doing the right thing? Am I heading in the right direction? Do I even know what I want? Do I know where I want to be? And the answer is yes, you do. Yes, you absolutely do. You have to have faith in the healing power of your emotional truth. And I know they say time heals all wounds, but they don't. It doesn't. Sometimes it numbs them, yes. But other times, they just fester. And they're like open sores. And they just grow deeper and deeper. And here, with the Six of Cups, it's starting to say, I don't want that anymore. I don't want that power. I don't want that hurt, that pain to be with me anymore. I move forward in love and in healing, and I am guided by the light of the star, by the light of the highest form of my perfection, from what I can see and what I desire and what I want from myself. And as you move forward in that truth, you move forward to the Four of Cups. Your heart starts to see a gift being handed to you from divinity. One that is unexpected, but also beautiful. One that defines you and frees you and lets you breathe a bit easier. You're not going to see it all at once. You're just not. But it comes. It comes, and here I see you like bowing, paying homage to it, saying, wow, this is what I want. This is what I need. And you can have a bit of time here where you're worried about how to take it, or if you can take it, or how to move forward with it. But it's a powerful truth for you. And this is going to unlock a really well-guarded door. It then leads you to the Hanged Man. You see things differently than everybody else. Even as you're a student of your prosperity, you just see things differently. And you're going to think that's a bad thing. You really are. Taurus, you're going to be like, wow, if I could just be like everybody else. Or if I could just get this, kind of settled like everybody else. And you're comparing yourself wrongly. No, you don't need to be more like them. And you know what? They don't need to be more like you. Uniqueness is valued. Walk your path. Know your truth. And hold your head up high. Just because you see things differently than everybody else does not mean it's wrong. Or even close to wrong. It's powerful. It's beautiful. It's bringing you wisdom. And it's bringing you beauty. This leads you to the Knight of Cups. You defend this beauty that you are embracing. You defend the emotional truth that you are empowered by. And as you move forward in this knowledge. You move forward in this understanding. You move forward in this purpose. And this is moving forward slowly, yes, because the Knight of Cups is the second slowest moving knight. But it's assuredly. It's with emotional understanding, and it's with emotional passion. It leads you to the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is prosperity that lasts for generations. It's wealth and something you value as much as money, or something you value as much as money coming into your life. It is things increasing tenfold, okay? Looking at things. And it can even be the frustration with the blocking of wealth, with the blocking of prosperity. And what you're doing is you're saying, you know what, no more. I am calling this prosperity in. I'm calling this bounty in. And I'm moving forward in this mega truth, in this absolute powerful truth of me that is increasing my wealth, increasing my prosperity, increasing my bounty tenfold. And is moving me forward in a way that I had only imagined. And as you do this, you become a king of your passion, a king of what you desire. You look at things and you're ready to take action. You're ready to move forward. You are connected with your creativity, with your inspiration, with what you want from the world, with the reason you get out of bed in the morning. At times, yes, you feel stuck, because kings do feel stuck a bit more than queens do, in the way I see the cards. Because Spirit shows a chessboard, and the kings, they can't move as freely as the queens can. So you might feel a bit frustrated, a bit overwhelmed. Don't sit there and think, oh, but if only I could. Utilize the passionate power that you have around you. Utilize your determination, your understanding, your dedication. It leads you to the Lovers. It leads you to a duality of purpose. It leads you to an understanding of the heart, a beauty of passionate desire. Okay? And here with the repeat of the number 6, and you have, wait, how many sixes? It's like You have 5 or 6 sixes, which is really quite amazing. You have love moving you forward. You have passion moving you forward. You have desire guiding you. There's a power to your words, so understand that part of you, understand that truth, where the words that you say, where you might be like, oh, what? I'm just talking. No, they have such power. You have such depth to what you are saying. Okay, there's beauty over you. And there are the angels blessing you. There's this beauty guiding you forward that is amazing. Gemini energy is, of course, May 21st to June 20th. And let's see. Let's see what your spirit animals have to say. Taurus, August 15th to the 31st, 2020, Taurus. Taurus, August 15th to the 31st, 2020, Taurus. Taurus, August 15th to the 31st, 2020, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. These 3. 3 is your number. You're going to see things happening in 3s. Right? You're also going to see, because 3 is a divine number, you're going to see divinity blessing you, right? In very small ways, very kind of discreet ways, but also very powerful ways for you. The Mouse Spirit. I love this card. Tend to the small things. The more I work with these cards, the more I love the Mouse Spirit, because we tend to the big things. We tend to the overarching themes of life. You know, we make the grand gestures. We're good at that, where everybody sees and what we're supposed to be. But it's tending to the small things, when nobody sees, nobody knows. It's the quiet, small, harmonious things that move you forward. And that's going to be where you feel comfortable. And that's also going to be where you really start to value people, because they tend to the small things. If they can't tend to the small things, you're going to think, how do I know? How can I trust you with the big things? It's the high priestess in you coming out of your heart. Tending to the small things is so absolutely important. To be able to also be quiet and observant. Then we have the Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace as you move forward. To have beauty, to have understanding, to have harmony guide you. Give with gratitude and grace to yourself, to divinity, as you move forward. It doesn't have to be to everybody else, because you're going to have this tendency to want to give to everybody else. And you're not going to pay attention to yourself the way that you should. Pay attention to you, Taurus. Then we have the Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. Spirit is moving forward with you. Spirit also has a beauty to it that gets overlooked. Yeah, like look at this crow. It has beautiful purples and indigos and blues in its feathers. And we look at crows and we think, oh, black. You know? No dimension there. Here, there's dimension and beauty. You have to look, you have to see, you have to understand. It's draped in shadows. It's, you know, it's illuminated by starlight. You'll see it. But most importantly, it'll see you. Your subconscious message for this time. The Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. It's time. It's time to take a leap of faith on you. Take that leap. Be surprised. Oh, goodness. Then we have your person, subconscious message. Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. Oh, goodness. It's not letting fear guide you. Not letting fear have a say over you. It's looking at things and understanding. Understanding that fear is a part of life. And that it's not going to hold you back. This can be a person who helps you see that. This can be a situation that helps you see that. But it's also saying you have to grow in confidence and strength. You become. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there is a wolf and a dog, okay, the tamed and the wild. And there's a lobster. And the lobster is very funny, because if you read at all about lobsters, when they have an increase in serotonin, they are bigger. They are more confident, they are stronger. they are ahead of things. When they have a decrease in serotonin, they are small, they are wimpy, they hide away. Just like human beings. Just like human beings. So here, it's kind of like increase your serotonin. Up your joy. And face the day with confidence, assurity, and the illusion of success. Because you might not be as successful as you want to be quite yet, but you're on that path. You're getting there. And you know that about you. This then leads you to your subconscious chakra message. Meditation. Meditation to really tap into and focus on that heart. This is the crown chakra. This is being at one with your thoughts, your mind, your understanding. This is sitting quietly, opening up your heart, your soul, yourself. Peace, harmony, beauty. Meditating, becoming one with. Embracing what you desire. Having quiet moments. They could be long meditation sessions that could last for an hour or more. Or they could be 30 seconds of focusing on your breathing, focusing on yourself, tuning into your heart. This leads you to your subconscious tarot message. Which is the Queen of Cups. Loving, healing, beautiful energy that moves you forward. A sense of power and grace, a sense of harmony and understanding. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But this is the depth of your emotions. This is the power of your soul coming forward. Your heart guides everything for you during this time. Do not ignore it. To go deeper with this subconscious message, of the Queen of Cups is the Two of Coins. So with the Two of Coins, you're balancing, of course, the Two of Coins. You're balancing what is needed, what you desire, what is important to you. But you're going to forget that you need to balance you too. And that's where the Queen of Cups is so important. Your emotional self, your emotional understanding, your passion, your desire. Balancing that, having that harmony guide you forward, having that becoming a part of you and becoming a very real part of you. It moves you forward. Because as you're busy, trying to balance everything, Taurus, and you will try to balance absolutely everything, you'll forget. You'll forget you. And you're the most important thing. A broken glass can't hold water. So make sure you take care of you. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a rising of positive energy and personal power, a release of everything that holds us back, and an embrace of a bright and beautiful tomorrow and today. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you,